While most teenagers were focused on homework and social media, Millie Bobby Brown was quietly building a multi-million-dollar beauty empire. At just 17 years old, the star who commanded $350,000 per episode of Stranger Things wasn't content with just being Hollywood's golden girl. She was plotting a beauty revolution that would stun the industry. What if I told you that the girl who played Eleven with her supernatural powers on screen was wielding an equally impressive power in the business world? Today, we're revealing how Millie Bobby Brown transformed from child actress to beauty mogul, creating a $20 million skincare empire while her fans weren't looking. This isn't just another celebrity slapping their name on products. This is the story of how a Gen Z visionary disrupted the beauty industry at an age when most of us couldn't even balance our checkbooks. Before diving into her entrepreneurial journey, let's remember where Millie came from. By 16, she was already worth an estimated $10 million, with her Stranger Things salary making her one of the highest-paid teenage actors in Hollywood. With properties in London and Atlanta, a collection of luxury cars including a $100,000 Cadillac Escalade, and wardrobes filled with designer clothes from Givenchy, Calvin Klein, and Louis Vuitton, Millie already had the lifestyle most could only dream of. But unlike many child stars who focus solely on their acting careers, Millie had bigger ambitions. She wasn't interested in just being in front of the camera. She wanted to build something that was entirely her own. In 2019, when most of her peers were deciding on college majors, Millie was conceptualizing what would become Florence by Mills, a beauty and skincare line named after her great-grandmother and her own nickname. But why beauty? And why skincare? The inspiration came from a deeply personal place. Having grown up in the spotlight since age 12, Millie experienced firsthand the challenges of finding suitable skincare products for young skin. She spent countless hours in makeup chairs, experiencing the effects of heavy stage makeup, and realized there was a major gap in the market: clean, vegan, cruelty-free products specifically designed for Gen Z. Millie revealed in early interviews about the brand. What most people don't know is that Millie spent nearly 2 years secretly developing her brand before its launch. While filming Stranger Things seasons and movies like Enola Holmes, she was simultaneously working with top chemists and beauty industry veterans to formulate products that aligned with her vision. During this development phase, Millie insisted on complete control over the formulations. Unlike other celebrity beauty lines that are often just marketing plays, she personally tested every product, rejected dozens of formulas that didn't meet her standards, and insisted on clean ingredients that would be safe for young skin. The secrecy around the development was strategic. Millie and her team wanted to avoid the skepticism that often meets celebrity product lines, instead focusing on creating a genuine high-quality brand that could stand on its own merits. In August 2019, Florence by Mills launched with little warning, immediately capturing the attention of Millie's massive Gen Z following. The initial product line included 15 skincare and makeup products, all priced between $10 and $34. Deliberately accessible for her young fan base, the genius of Millie's launch strategy was threefold. First, she harnessed her authentic connection with 46 million Instagram followers, instantly creating a massive customer base without the traditional advertising costs that burden most startups. This social-first approach turned followers into customers overnight. Second, she brilliantly positioned Florence as a brand created by Gen Z, a revolutionary concept in the beauty industry where most products are developed by older executives targeting anti-aging concerns. This authenticity resonated powerfully with her peer group, who felt chronically underserved by mainstream beauty brands. Third, she emphasized Florence's clean, vegan, and cruelty-free formulations at a time when conscious consumerism was exploding among young shoppers. By aligning with values that matter deeply to Gen Z, environmental sustainability, ethical production, and transparent ingredients, she created not just products, but a movement her generation could proudly support. The Florence by Mills business model was shrewder than most people realized. Rather than licensing her name to a beauty conglomerate, Millie co-founded the company with brand incubator Beach House Group, maintaining significant creative control and equity stake. This arrangement allowed her to benefit from Beach House's industry expertise while ensuring she wasn't just a face for the brand, but a true founder with decision-making power. Industry insiders estimate that this structure has allowed her to retain between 20 to 40% ownership of the company, a stake now worth millions as the brand has expanded. Within 18 months of launch, Florence by Mills had expanded from its initial product offering to over 40 products, secured exclusive distribution deals with Ulta Beauty in the US and Boots in the UK, and launched its own e-commerce platform that ships to over 50 countries. The pandemic, which devastated many businesses, actually accelerated Florence's growth as teens and young adults turned to self-care routines during lockdowns. The brand's Swimming Under the Eyes gel pads and Look Alive eye balm became social media sensations, frequently selling out within hours of restocking. By 2022, the brand had expanded into hair care and fragrance, creating a complete beauty ecosystem targeting Gen Z consumers. Industry analysts estimate that the brand now generates annual revenues exceeding $20 million, a figure that continues to grow as the brand expands internationally. What truly sets Florence by Mills apart is its marketing strategy. Millie understood that traditional advertising wouldn't resonate with her generation. Instead, she pioneered a new approach. The brand's social media strategy relies heavily on user-generated content and authentic engagement rather than polished advertising. Millie herself often appears barefaced in videos, applying products and discussing skincare in a relatable way. Perhaps most brilliantly, Millie positioned the brand as a community rather than just a product line. The Florence by Mills website and social channels feature educational content about skincare, self-care, and wellness, creating value beyond just selling products. What many fans don't realize is that Florence by Mills has a significant philanthropic component. A portion of each sale goes to supporting organizations that Millie is passionate about, including the Olivia Hope Foundation, which raises funds for childhood cancer research. This commitment to giving back has resonated deeply with Gen Z consumers, who increasingly expect brands to stand for something beyond profit. In total, Florence by Mills has donated over $40,000 to various causes since its inception. As Millie approaches her 20s, industry experts predict Florence by Mills could become a billion-dollar brand within the next decade. Plans for expansion reportedly include wellness products, home fragrances, and potentially apparel, transforming Florence from a beauty brand into a lifestyle empire. Recent business moves suggest Millie may be preparing for an eventual IPO or acquisition by a major beauty conglomerate, either of which would likely value the company at several $100 million. Millie Bobby Brown's transformation from child star to beauty mogul represents a new model of celebrity entrepreneurship. Rather than trading on fame alone, she identified a genuine market gap, created products that solved real problems for her generation, and built a brand with authentic purpose. At just 19 years old, with a combined net worth from acting and business ventures estimated at over $20 million, Millie Bobby Brown isn't just redefining what it means to be a young Hollywood star. She's rewriting the rules of entrepreneurship itself. The girl who became famous for playing a character with supernatural abilities has proven her own powers extend far beyond the screen. And in an industry where child stars often fade away, Millie Bobby Brown is just getting started.